Hello, I am Shishti. Today I am gonna tell you the story Mambi and the Forest Fire by Nandana Dev Sen. Mambi and the Forest Fire. It was a dry and sizzling summer. Mambi the monkey lived in a tall mango tree right in the middle of the forest. Mambi wasn't very big, but she had a very big smile. She was also quiet and a bit shy. When Mambi was excited, which was very often, her round eyes sparkled and her long tail switched from side to side. On the highest branch of the same tree lived Coco the crow. Coco loved to chatter away without a stop about all the places she could fly to and how clever were her baby birds going to be. Coco had laid 3 pearly blue eggs with lots of dots and spots on them. She was going to become Mama Crow any day now. I'm going to fly with my babies to the end of the world, boasted Coco. Don't you wish you could fly like me, Mambi? With a great big flutter, Coco flew from the mango tree to a shady hill next to a cool green lake. Mambi's eyes started to shine. Mambi tried to fly after her from the same branch, flapping her arms like Coco's wings. But all she could manage was a big cartwheeling tumble straight into a jasmine bush below. Coco cackled with laughter. She flew back to the mango tree, dancing in the wind. Ka-ka, ka-ka-ka. Mambi watched Coco glide through the sky. I wish I had wings, Mambi said to herself. Then I would fly like Coco. Next to the jasmine bush, there was a shallow pond. It was the home of Tonga the turtle. Tonga was very handsome. His big shell had a fine orange pattern and always looked smooth and polished. Tonga never seemed to worry about a thing. Isn't it the hottest day ever, Mambi? Tonga lazily lifted his head above the water as he swam. Care to join me for a dip? In the pool, Mambi's tail started to twitch. She stepped into the pond on all fours, but the water and shivers through her soft brown fur. She didn't like the feel of it one bit. Mambi felt like she couldn't breathe in the water. Panicking and spluttering, she jumped back into the jasmine bush. Tonga clutched to himself. She dived into the water, sending sparkling silver ripples all over the pond. Mambi watched Tonga sail away, his orange shell gleaming in the sun. I wish I had flippers, said Mambi to herself. Then I would swim like Tango. The day got hotter and hotter. The little pond almost dried up in the blazing sun. All the animals tried to find cool spots in the forest, but there were no shady bits left. The deer gone in the terrible heat, and the parrots squawked loudly. Later that day, Coco's eggs hatched. 3 perfect little chicks were born. When Coco fed them with her strong dark beak, her babies opened their mouths wide. Their beaks were bright red inside. How pretty, thought Mambi as she dozed off, fanning herself with a banana leaf. As night fell, the whole forest slowly fell asleep. The parrot family, which was a big one, cuddled up together in the banyan tree, and the fawn twins curled around mother and father dear. In the middle of the night, Mambi woke up with a start feeling of scorching heat. The forest was on fire. The dry grass around the pond was burning. The fire was spreading fast and Tonga was trapped by the angry flames. Crackle, crackle, help me, Mambi, he screeched in fear. But Mambi was frightened of water. She could still feel herself for air in the pond. Mambi yelled Tango again, terrified. Forgetting her own fear, Mambi leaped into the pond quickly. She picked up Tango in her arms. Tango's beautiful shell made him very heavy for a little monkey to carry. But even when her tail caught fire, Mambi did not let Tonga go. Holding Tonga tightly, Mambi bounded bravely to the shady hill, which was safe from the fire. She placed Tango and her own burning tail in the cool green lake. When she looked up, Mambi was shocked to see that the mango tree was burning too. Coco, yelled Mambi, you need to fly out of the tree with your babies now. I can't, cried Coco. My babies are too young to fly. By now, all the trees were crackling with fire. Mambi was very scared. She didn't know what to do. She could still feel the sharp sting of the fire burning in her tail. She remembered her big fall from the mango tree earlier and how Coco had laughed and laughed as she was falling. But poor Coco was in tears now. Help, she called loudly in total panic. Mambi jumped into the red-hot blaze. Without another thought, she sprang from one burning tree to the next, racing with the flames. By now, they had reached the highest branch of the mango tree. Coco's nest was about to catch fire. But Mambi snatched it away in the nick of time. She carried Coco's whole nest, babies and all to the safety of the shady hill next to the cool green lake. Thank you for saving our lives, cried Coco with tears of joy. I wish I were as brave as you, Mambi. You are a marvel, thrilled Tonga in awe. I wish I had your long legs, Mambi, then I would jump like you. Mambi thought about everything that had happened that day, about flying and swimming, about air, water and earth, and about the fire. Let's not ever wish we were someone else, Mambi said slowly to her friends, because each of us has a gift that is very, very special. Don't you think so? Thank you for listening to my stories. For now, bye.